94.3 The Point, the best of Lou and Liz.
About a month ago, you remember I ran into that British guy in Wendy's.
Oh, boy.
And then later
This British guy, you were online at Wendy's, and this guy, you didn't feel like you were attracted to this guy until he spoke with a British accent, then you fell in love with him.
And then later on, a week or two later, in an unrelated story, we saw this guy with a hot car. We've seen the hot car. It's a $400,000 sports car. And I whipped around and followed it just for the sake of the boys.
Stalked him. Followed him home.
I wanted to see who got out of the car, and it looked just like the British guy.
Right.
So yesterday I'm running on the boardwalk, and it's just, the sun is setting, darkness is setting in, and I see this guy walking. And I've seen him before. So now he probably does think I'm stalking him, but I stopped. This is so funny because I always say to people
Why do I have fear right now?
when people come up to me and, out of nowhere, and they say, I heard your voice, are you Liz? I'm a big fan. I usually give them a hug. You know me, right, Lou? I'm a hugger. I smile.
Right, you didn't finish that story though.
So
when somebody comes
I
up to you
say
and
that.
when somebody comes up to you and recognizes your voice and says, "Are you Liz? I'm a big fan of Lou." Right? Isn't that what?
So I say that to say this. So I figured, what's the harm in just saying hello to this guy and telling him my kids love his sports car, right? So
This is the guy with the sports car.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'm going in the opposite direction, and he's walking, and I'm running. So I slow down. I say, hi, sorry to interrupt your walk, which, by the way, he doesn't stop moving, which is the first sign. He doesn't want me to say a word to him. He doesn't even look me in the eye, and he keeps going. So now I turn around, and I start following him. And I said, I don't want to bother you. I just want to tell you that my kids are in love with your car. And at that, I got a little smirk, and then he kept going. That was it. But he did say something like, oh, well, tell them thanks. And it was not a British accent, so it's not the same guy. But I still felt uncomfortable because if it was me, I would have stopped and smiled and given a hug or chatted. This guy wanted nothing to do with me.
What do you mean? If it was you and somebody who didn't know turned around and started following you, you aren't turning around and giving a hug. You're running as fast as you can. Don't lie. Seriously.
I started off by saying, I think I said, I'm not a stalker, I'm a neighbor.
Oh,
I think
boy.
that's what
You said that?
Oh, boy.
Yeah, something like that.
Oh, boy.
You know what you need?
I am bad at approaching people.
You know what you need? A lawyer. I can't take you.
I don't know how do you approach
Once, just once in your life, before you do something, reverse the roles. Just once.
The best of Lou and Liz.
94.3 The Point.